Kogi State Governor Yahaya Bello has appeared at the Federal Capital Territory High Court in Abuja for the hearing on the alleged 110 billion naira fraud charges leveled against him by the Economic and Financial Crime Commission (EFCC). Bello, who governed Kogi State from 2016 to 2024, is facing multiple charges bordering on money laundering, misappropriation of public funds, and abuse of office during his tenure. The anti-graft agency alleges that the former governor siphoned state funds through various proxies and illegal transactions, diverting billions meant for public projects into private accounts. Security operatives were seen around the court premises as Bello made his first appearance amidst heavy media presence. Reports indicate that the EFCC had previously declared Bello wanted after he allegedly evaded arrest following the filing of the charges. During the court session, the former governor's legal team pleaded for bail while denying all allegations, describing the charges as politically motivated. However, the FCC maintained that it has substantial evidence to prosecute the case. The presiding judge adjourned the hearing to allow further proceeding, with the next court date set for a later time. Senate President Godswill Akpabio is once again at the center of controversy, this time over allegation of sexual harassment. For weeks, Akpabio has been entangled in a public spat with Senator Natasha, a PDP lawmaker from Kogi State. However, the situation escalated when Senator Natasha went on a live television program accusing the Senate President of demanding sexual favors in exchange for recognition to speak during plenary sessions.
I know what I'm about to say, but I'm going to speak my own truth. And the Senate President is allowed to counter that. It all started on the 8th of December, 2023, which was a day before his birthday and my birthday. We are birthday mates. We were all in Akwa Ibom because he had a big fanfare in the stadium. Myself, my husband, and a few of his close friends, we went to Akwa Ibom. And at first, we were at Ikot Ekpene. We were in his house in Ikot Ekpene. Then we all moved to his house in Uyo, which was about 8 p.m. And he held my hand and said he wanted to show me around his house. My husband was walking behind us, just three of us. We're walking around from room to room. He showed me the beautiful interior. This was done by this, by that, this designer here, he bought this from us. Like, oh, it's beautiful. And then I noticed that he hastened his pace while still holding my hand. And my husband was behind, still on his phone, but he was catching up whenever he could. And then he got to this particular sitting room, and he said, "Do you like my house?" I said, "Of course, sir. Every room, beautiful, nice interior, quality taste." He said, "Now that you're a senator, I'm going to create a time for us to come spend quality moments here. You will enjoy it." At that point, I just pulled away, and I was like, I don't really understand what exactly that meant. But then my husband now, when I turned around, I saw my husband was already near me, and the way my husband looked at me and looked at him, I was beginning to wonder, did he hear part of that inciting statements or not? And then the Senate President, too, I saw that he also had that thought, like, did my husband hear the invitation to treat or not? So then the Senate President now said, "Oh, by the way, let me show you my chapel." He has a chapel in his house as well. So while we were going to the chapel, you know, we walked in silence and all. So that evening, before we left the Senate President's house at about 11 midnight to the 4 points in Ikot Ekpene. And my husband asked me, "Natasha, what did the Senate President whisper to you? What's he telling you?" I thought, should I tell him that he was speaking about bringing me in here at a special time for us to have a good time? Or should I just kill it there, wrap it as if there was nothing? Because tomorrow was a big day. I know how much my husband adores the Senate President. He loves him as a brother. My husband would do anything to support him. Yeah. So I told my husband, nothing. I can't remember what I created, but I just gave him some words to manage, to mask what was said. After, when we laid in bed, I lay to my right, and my husband wrapped his arms around me, and he said, "My love, you know you can't tell me anything. What did the Senate President tell you?" Again, I was like, "Don't you believe me?" I said, "Nothing. Nothing. Moreover, it's my birthday in a few minutes. Let's just be happy." Then my husband told me, He doesn't want to see me travel out of the country alone, and I should not go to the Senate President's house because he has a guest house where many senators do go there, you know, after office to like get approvals and all that. So I told him, okay, no problems. That was it. I thought that was going to be the end. But then, in February, I wanted to move a motion. I wanted to move a motion for the investigation on the ills of the corrupt practice in Ajakuta Steel Company. I listed that motion 5 times. It was the 6th time that it was listed on the order paper that was approved. Many senators can testify to that. Each time the motion is listed, just before he takes it, he will say, oh, Senator Natasha, we can't take this motion because the board of the Senate does not accommodate it. Or he will speak on others and then let it drag so that just before my motion is taken, the time will be well spent. So he kept on doing that. I went to him in his office. And I said, Senate President, you know how important this Ajakuta Steel Company to me is. You know how important it is to my people and to Nigerians. I've noticed that you have stepped down this motion. As a matter of fact, a number of senators told me, go and see him and plead with him so that he would take it. I was like, sir, please, why can't you take this motion? It's very important. It's been listed. Then it was listed the 3rd time and stepped down. He then said, Natasha, I'm the chief presiding officer of the Senate. You can enjoy a whole lot if you take care of me and make me happy. At that point, I said, sir, I'll pretend that I didn't hear this. He said, well, the ball is in your court. I left his office, and when I got home, I told my husband.
As of now, Akpabio has yet to respond to the allegation. This is not the first time the Senate President has faced such allegations. Nearly 5 years ago, while serving as Minister of Niger Delta Affairs, Joy Nonia, former acting managing director of the Niger Delta Development Commission, NDDC, accused Akpabio of sexual harassment during a televised interview. Nonia alleged that she slapped Akpabio at his guest house in Abuja in self-defense. According to her, the altercation happened after she refused to comply with his advances. In response at the time, Akpabio denied the allegations, attributing them to what he described as Nonia's temperament issues. He incited that Nonia's dismissal was due to insubordination, not corruption or harassment. With 2 high-profile women leveling similar accusation against one of Nigeria's most powerful politicians, the allegations are sparking widespread reactions. All eyes are now on Senator Akpabio as Nigerians await his response to the latest claims. You are watching Diaspora Digital Media. For more of this content, follow us on our social media platforms. Don't forget to like this video, hit the notification bell to get alerted when we drop a new video. I am Ibrahim Umarwasi. Until next time.